basically the entire lower delta region is underwater. That's clear from the latest satellite imagery that has also just become available. And this shows really very graphically the huge logistical challenges facing these teams as they struggle to get these emergency relief supplies out to the populations that need them. The underwater, to know, where are the people, how can we get the relief supplies to them. That requires boats.
Here is okay?
It's a town here, because the cyclone it's very much like a tsunami, and if you look at the satellite imagery, it's very similar to what you would see with
Preparing for.
I don't think we're in any position to put an upper bound on what the casualty figure could be, but it just does reinforce the casualty figures that we have now, what a major emergency we're dealing with. Teams are talking about bodies floating around in the water in the areas that they're going to get relief supplies to. It's a huge problem just to get these goods out. So all of these areas are flooded, and will require that the extent of flooding is not just limited to this
thing was they didn't like filming of. If you look at what happened, people are saying tsunami-like, yeah? So we should expect that kind of scale of need. At the moment, we're very much looking at this as a relief operation. It's a very large number of children and their families that require relief. But beyond that, the rehabilitation needs are going to be very big.
Water from Yangon into that area, is that what you're doing now?
We know that there's been great disruption to shipping. The last I heard, the port of Yangon, for instance, is closed and is unable to receive shipments. So, obviously, therefore, we have families who are stuck out on these islands. I have no idea what their food supply is going to be, what their drinking water supply is going to be, what their shelter situation is like. We just don't know that. But I mean, classically, what happens in situations like this is
and I'm pleased to announce that Australia will provide $3 million of urgent humanitarian assistance. $1 million will go to Australian non-government organisations who have got ready access and capacity on the ground. Secondly, $1 million will go to the United Nations World Food Programme for urgent food assistance. And thirdly, $1 million will go to UNICEF. We've structured our humanitarian assistance in this way to ensure that very quickly we can assist in remedial efforts on the ground. Very much. Thanks. Cheers.
We form Obama Student Democratic. Akula me sanini ma bawa ne video through sutambo. I called my mom, my sister, and I couldn't reach them because the phone line and email is cut out. So it is also really frustrated for me.
I've been trying to reach them every time. I'm not walking, so.
Pretty scary,
Yeah, I know. It's like, the situation is really worse.